Welcome to yoga. Today we're gonna start in tabletop and prepare yourself with an intention for the class for today or for in general. We're gonna be working on that intention throughout the class, coming back to it as we're going through all the poses. So let's get into tabletop, hands and knees underneath us, spreading fingertips wide. Inhaling the head and tailbone towards the sky. Exhaling, rounding the back as we push the mat away from us. Repeat that intention 3 times in your head in present time. And keep the flow with the breath. On exhale, rounding the back. Inhale, dropping the belly down and extending tailbone and face towards the sky. With the breath at your own pace. Walk the hands slightly towards the left and continue the same flow with the breath. On the next exhale, bring yourself back into the middle. Pause. And then move the hands towards the right. Same flow. Just moving someone in. And okay. And then walk yourself back towards the middle. Take one breath. Inhale, arm above your head, either arm doesn't matter, and thread the needle underneath, shoulder down, and breathe. Full breath going into the belly, growing the breath throughout the practice. Inhale and back up. Let me just mute somebody. Um, Mute. Okay. And inhale the other arm and thread the needle, shoulder down. And breathe. Deep breath. Inhale, arm back up. Float it down. Back to tabletop. Couple breaths here. And walk your knees forward. And sit on your feet. Arms away from the crown of the head. Left ear towards the left shoulder. Wiggle your fingers. Right ear towards the right shoulder. Wiggle your fingers. Inhale, arms above the head, interlace fingers, palms up. Lean towards the left. Lean towards the right. Towards the left again, some more than the first time. And then back towards the right again, more than the first time. Back towards the middle, keep the length of the spine that you created and place the hands in front of you, feet behind, tucking toes, downward facing dog, pushing the mat away with the hands. Begin extending one leg at a time, so right heel down, inhale and exhale. Right heel down, inhale and exhale. Keep pushing the mat away with the hands, actively extending from fingertips to tailbone. Right heel down, inhale and exhale. Ideally, stare at your navel. Left heel down, inhale and exhale. Spread the fingertips really wide or on the fists in case you have any kind of wrist issues. And inhale yourself into plank. Write the breath down. Elbows in, chaturanga. Push up. Downward facing dog. Inhale back into plank. Body is flat as a board. Elbows in, exhale, write the breath down. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk the feet towards the hands and find yourself hanging with the top of the body. Moving left and right, arms are relaxed. So much so where even the shoulder blades are relaxed. Begin making some rolls with your shoulders forward. Keep the breath flowing and then backwards with the circles of the shoulders. Make the stand a little bit wider between the feet so you could reach the ground with your hands. Bend the right knee and then walk the hands towards the left. Breathe. Begin walking the hands in front of you. Bend the left knee and walk the hands towards the right. And then walk the hands towards the middle again. Make the stand even wider. And then begin walking the hands towards you. And then place the fingertips pointing back. And then walk the hands more behind you in between the legs. As you can't walk the hands anymore, push the mat away with the hands. So much so where you space out the shoulder blades and extend the backs of the legs real good. Breathe. Of course you're breathing. Notice the breath though. Is it shallow? Is it fuller? Could you grow it? drawing the breath into the belly. Walk the hands forward, plant them on the mat, walk the feet back, downward facing dog, elevate left leg up, away from both of the hands equally. Inhale yourself into plank, keep the left leg up. Exhale, moving back into downward facing dog with one leg. Once more, inhale into plank. Hold here, shoulders away from the ears, and take a few breaths. If it's too intense, place the right knee on the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog, all feet on the mat. Same thing on the other side. Elevate the right leg behind you and far away from both of the hands at the same time. Inhale yourself into plank with right foot still off the mat. Inhale back to downward facing dog on the left leg only. And one more plank. Inhale, shoulders away from the ears. Back to dog. And all feet on the mat. At this point, both of the heels are moving in the direction of the ground. So see if you think about tailbone towards the sky, heels towards the earth. Pushing the chest into the thighs. Pushing the mat away with the hands. Look forward, place left foot forward towards the hands. Right heel is off the mat, so you're only on the ball of the foot in the right leg. Leading with the face and with the hands lifting up into a lunge. Exhale, moving right knee, lowering into the ground. Inhale back up. Windmill hands, downward facing dog. Same thing on the other side. Right foot forward towards the hands. Keep left heel off the mat. Leading with the face and with the arms lifting up into a lunge. Exhale, left knee lowering. Inhale back up. Once more, left knee lowering. Lifting back up. Windmilling hands, downward facing dog. Come back to your intention from the beginning of the class. Inhale into plank, turn to left side plank, left arm down, right arm up towards the sky. And breathe. Right arm moves back down, exhale, downward facing dog. Walk the hands towards the right. Extending really good the left side, left heel down. Back to the middle with the hands. Same here with the plank, side plank on the other side, right arm is down. Where is the breath? Back to downward facing dog, push the mouth away. Walk the feet towards the hands, let the arms hang. One vertebra at a time, lifting up, all the way up. Once you're on the top, inhale, arms above your head, forward fold from the hips. Breathe. Inhale yourself all the way up and float the arms down. Keep the strength of the length of the spine that you created and plant the right heel. All four corners of the right foot are touching and grounding into the mat. Imagine you are growing three roots. Three roots. And elevate the left heel, maybe place the left foot on the right ankle or right thigh. Begin growing three branches with the arms up. Maybe swaying from the wind, creating a little bit more challenge to the balance. Full breath. Always coming back to the breath brings you back to the present moment. Very slowly, without momentum, with mindfulness, moving left knee towards your chest and hug it with the hands. Push the knee towards you. Let the knee in your left hand as you're moving the knee out, perhaps as the right arm contours the balance towards the right. Full breath. Coming back into hugging the left knee very slowly, mindfully with control. Sneaking in. Very slowly letting go of the left knee. Keep the left leg off the ground. Moving the arms in two different opposite directions. Keep the balance by digging all four corners of the right foot into the mat. And then placing left leg down. Make a couple of rows on the right ankle. While you're doing that, already start grounding through the left foot. Place the right foot somewhere on the left leg, either left ankle or left thigh. As long as it's not on the knee, you're fine. At some point, begin growing the three branches. Coming back to your intention from the beginning of the class. Where is the breath? If you do get out of the pose, remember to get back in slowly. I see you. Don't just slam yourself in the pose because that's just gonna get you to lose balance sooner. Using the momentum, especially in balancing poses, It's a no-no. Try to sneak in into the pose and then sneak out of the pose. You'll make it more mindful, balanced, and of course, intentional. Moving right knee towards the chest and at some point hugging it. You see how slow I'm moving? Super slow. Like, what's the slowest you can do to sneaking in the pose? At some point, we're gonna have the right knee into the right hand, moving it outwards. As we're pointing left arm out, we're countering the balance. Breathe. Where is the breath? Is the breath restricted just because we're trying too hard to balance? You want to always be mindful about the breath. Always try to grow it. Moving the knee towards the chest again. Letting go of the knee as the right foot is moving lower. Still off the ground though. Arms to the two sides. Where is the breath? Again. And let it go. Step on the mat with both feet and maybe a couple of rows of the left ankle and reverse and walk it out. Inhaling arms above the head. Exhale, forward fold. From the hips, walk the hands forward, walk the feet back. Downward facing dog. Pushing the mat away actively with the hands. And notice how this downward facing dog somehow feels different, more like a resting pose than compared to before. Inhale into plank, shoulders relaxed and away from the ears. And write the breath down, elbows in. Inhale into Abdo Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk the feet towards the hands. And then sit on the mat, moving the legs in front of you straight. Hinging from the hips, moving face forward, chest forward. So not down, but forward. As a matter of fact, tug the toes towards you. Flex and then point the toes. And notice how this is changing the stretch. Where is the breath? In walking the hands forward and more forward, moving the chest more towards the legs, and at some point begin carving also the top part of the spine and maybe head in between the legs. Direction, no, no, it's not a destination, it's just a direction. And inhale yourself back up, trying to not slam yourself off the pose, but very slowly, mindfully, with control, exit it. Place the legs about 80% of what you can, and then still hinging from the hips, still moving forward with the face, with the chest. So not down but forward. Flex the toes, point the toes, flex the toes again. Point the toes. Inhale yourself back up and place the right arm in front of you to where you're squared over towards the left leg and foot, moving towards the foot with the face. Keep the right sitting bone down. Inhale yourself back up and spend one breath in the middle. Give a chance to the body to respond versus react. And now we're gonna move over towards the right foot, facing the right foot, folding over the right leg into the direction of the right foot with the face. Breathe. This side might feel completely different than the other one. Keep the left sitting bone on the mat in case it wants to go up. Inhale yourself back up, squaring forward, and very slowly we're gonna get our legs together into feet together, and maybe using the elbows to press the knees down. Feet are about 1 foot distance away from the sitting bone. And breathe. Maybe lean slightly forward. Try to keep the spine straight, even though you're leaning forward. If you're leaning forward, inhale yourself back up and get the right foot, place it towards the left. Left foot on towards the right, so left knee on top of the right knee. And try not to have the feet underneath us, but both of the sitting bones are on the mat. It's essentially we're going into the direction of squaring, having the knees stacked on top of each other. Again, that's a direction, not a destination, so we're really trying to go into that pose where the knees are on top of each other. I know mine are not exactly, and that's okay, just my legs are too tight. Again, notice if both of your sitting bones are equally on the mat. Sometimes that right foot wants to go underneath the left sitting bone. If that's the case, just move the foot a little bit away. That will make you less deep into the pose, but you you will have more benefit after in the stretch. If you want more, if this is probably completely enough in most cases. However, if you feel like stretching a little bit more, pushing a little bit more, notice where the breath is, and if you could lean forward, keep the spine straight. Notice how that changes the stretch. Maybe left leg is already getting super tight. So you want to relax the feet, relax the legs, relax the sitting bones. Send the breath to where it's needed. And inhale yourself back up. If you're leaning forward, very slowly moving the legs apart about 80% again of what you can. Interlacing hands above your head. And on exhalation, we're just gonna lean towards the left, using core muscles. Full inhale into the belly, back up. Exhale towards the right. Once again, notice where is the breath. Do full inhale into the belly, up. Exhale towards the left. Inhale back up. Exhale towards the right. Few more. Inhale back up. Exhale towards the left. Inhale back up. Exhale towards the right. Inhale back up. And place the left foot towards the right. Place the right foot towards the left. Stacking the knees like we did on the other side. This time, right knee is on top of the left, stacking. And then remove your left foot underneath your sitting bones. We want to have both of the sitting bones grounded. Breathe. Full breath. See if you can erect the spine and then lean forward, maybe using the hands behind you for support. Inhale yourself back up. And at some point, very slowly sneaking out of the pose, remember, moving the legs 80% of what you can between them, using the arms behind you for leverage to keep the spine straight, moving the feet forward and chest forward. Really get into those inner hamstrings. Inhale slightly back up from the pose. Exhale, moving forward deeper into the pose. Relaxing into the pose. So on inhale, gaining length, maybe slightly back up. Exhale, moving forward. Imagine I go behind you and I press in between your shoulder blades. That's gonna make your chest move forward. Full breath. Begin walking the hands forward. More and more forward and lowering the face finally. Come back to your intention from the beginning of the class, repeat it 3 times in your head or out loud. Where is the breath? Smile.
Full breath. Maybe move the breath into the backs of the lungs at this point. Very slowly. You don't want the muscles of the legs to snap right back in. So very slowly, begin walking the hands towards you as you're lifting up. Very, very, very slow. Place the hands behind you for support as you're collecting your legs back towards each other and hug the knees, lean back, moving left and right, massaging the spine. Move the knees a little bit away from you so you can incorporate the lower back more. And then get a hold of the big toes so you can incorporate the middle of the spine and even try to space out the shoulder blades, tucking the chin even to incorporate some of the neck. Hug the knees again and move the knees a little bit away. Lower back again, massaging. Place the feet on the mat. Palms are pointed, palms are down for support, lifting up the hips into a bridge, but like halfway than your potential. So move the shoulders a little bit underneath you. Elevate the left leg straight. Keep the breath flowing. Sometimes when we use lots of core, we restrict the breath, but instead you want to push it in. Full breath. Place the left foot back down. Breathe. Extend the right leg. Placing right foot back down. Lowering. Hug the knees again. Remember your intention from the beginning of the class. Maybe moving left and right. Place the palms down and move the feet above your head into a cloud pose. Try to have most of the weight on your shoulders and not the neck. Place the hands into your middle of the spine, using core lifting the legs up into a shoulder stance. Using lots of arm strength here and shoulders and not the neck. Moving into plow again. Where is the breath? If it's shallow or non-existent even, you want to force it in. Maybe move it on the backs of the lungs. Maybe send it where it's needed. Maybe the backs of the legs are screaming at this point. You want to send the breath there. Once again, walk the hands towards the shoulders more and lift yourself up in a shoulder stand. Imagine I walk by you and I get the hold of your ankles and pull them up. Strong core. Full breath. Maybe make a bicycles. Find yourself in a plow pose. Last one for today. And use the arms to lower your hips down very slowly. And find yourself into hugging the knees at some point. Moving left and right. Breathe. Where is the breath? Get a hold of the big toes again into happy baby. The knees are on your both sides, left and right. Moving left and right, massaging the spine. Incorporating the neck by tucking the chin in towards the chest. And place the feet on the mat. Palms down. We're gonna get ready for one more bridge. Lifting up. And then walk the shoulders towards each other and lift up some more. Breathe. Really full breath as much as possible. You know, sometimes the breath is restricted because we're using too many muscles or whatever. You want to force in the breath, and if that doesn't work in order to accomplish a full breath, then maybe back up from the pose. Feel free to go into full wheel. If you are going to full wheel, fingers pointed towards the heels, palms are down, hands are next to your head somewhere. Just make sure your hair is not underneath your hands. Been there, not that. And lift up eventually into a full wheel. And when you're ready to come out of it, very slowly, head goes first, then the neck, then the shoulders, then the hips, and find yourself into hugging the knees. Moving left and right. And at some point, move the feet away Relaxing the legs straight underneath you, palms up, arms next to you, shoulders underneath you, and tucking the chin, relaxing in the most important pose of all of them, Shavasana, that is teaching your body perfect body alignment and is sealing the practice. We're gonna do a brief meditation with some sounds. Begin relaxing all of the body parts. Notice how the body, the more you relax it, the heavier it feels on the mat, sinking in. Relax the feet, bottoms and the tops of your feet. Relax the legs, ankles, and knees and thighs. Relax your sitting bones and core, chest. Relax the shoulders. Relax the arms and hands and fingers. Relax the neck and the throat. Relax the jaw muscles. Space out top and bottom jaws. Relax the eyes, let them sink. All the muscles around the eyes relaxed. Relax the forehead. Trace the path of the breath coming in, visualizing it as white light coming through the nostril, going all the way down to the bottoms of the lungs. Exhaling, visualizing white light. So we're gonna move the breath to different parts of our body. Inhale into the forehead, between the eyebrows. Exhale, clearing the mind from all thoughts and things that no longer serve us. Service. Inhale into the forehead again. Now inhale to both of the hands, fingers at the same time. Through the length of the arms, white light into the fingers. Inhale into the left toes. Inhale into the right toes. Inhale into both legs. Notice how heavy the body is. The more it gets relaxed, the heavier it is on the mat. Remember your intention from the beginning of the class. What was it? Repeat it 3 times in your head. As another effect, keep repeating it in your head in present time. And again. Come back to your intention from the beginning of the class. In case you forgot to keep repeating it in your head. Keep present time. Sound is all around you. Sending the breath into the toes.
into the fingers. Maybe stretch arms above your head. And put your thumbs and fingers and find your way to one side, left or right, into a fetal position that symbolizes rebirth. And your new you. Use the top arm to bring yourself up in comfortable sitting position. Lift hands in front of your heart center. Thank you for practicing with me today. Welcome to your new you. Namaste.